When you're home alone, do you hear the noise of walking or various footsteps in another room? Do you hear the faint whispers or shouts of your name? What are those noises? Where do they come from? You may think that they are your imagination acting up, but I assure you they're not. Chills do not run up your spine when an opossum runs across your grave. No, you get chills when your instincts tell you you aren't alone. When the thing in the back of your mind simply brings itself forward. You may run, but you can't escape. Fear is a feeling you may not get away from. When you feel sad or upset, watching a movie or listening to music will drown out that emotion. Not fear. You see, if you're afraid, there's no escape until you can prove to your brain that you're truly alone. However, what if you just can't prove you're alone? What if those footsteps and voices just get worse as your fears rises? You know you can't shake it off. There's nothing to take your mind off of it. The reality in which we live in is an unforgiving hole of despair and depression. We can startle ourselves into a fantasy of emotion, but how long does that really last? If you think about it, we will all die. But what causes death? Does your own fear cause death? What about the chain letter you never responded to in junior high school? We know nothing of death, but we know fear. Ah, yes, back to fear. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of that ghost you saw last year? Or maybe the dismembered body, or maybe the disembodied calling of your name? Maybe even the footsteps you've heard when you're home alone. Do you hear the noise?